Today's gonna be full of surprises.
Today is basically, this whole entire video is going to be full of surprises.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're examining our picks for the Jake Paul scandals that make us facepalm.
A lot of the neighbors are complaining. They're very upset.
No, why?
Fighting Tyson. Away from his YouTube career, Paul has dabbled in professional boxing.
And Jake has already lost a feather. The feather is in the middle of the ring. Nice right hand for Jake. Borland's already been wobbled. He's wobbled.
And on the whole, it's been a rousing success for him with 10 wins and 1 loss. However, in an interview, he admitted he's had concussions from playing football as a kid. When asked how many total he's had, he estimated as many as 30.
How many concussions do you think you've had all in?
That's hard to say. It's really hard to say, but, I would say 20, 25, 30, maybe.
This has raised concerns going into his fight with legendary boxer Mike Tyson. Sure, Iron Mike is nearly 60 years old, but the man can still pack a punch as seen in a sparring session posted to social media. Maybe Paul shouldn't be boxing at all, as Tyson has stated he's ready to fight.
I'm just ready. I'm just ready. I'm going to do my talk and I'm going to talk my shit, but I'm ready to fight.
Buying into an Olympic conspiracy theory. During the 2024 Summer Olympics, Algeria's Imani Khalef faced Italy's Angela Carini in the women's boxing welterweight class in the round of 16.
We are about to start final welterweight fight of this session between Algeria and Italy, and we're off.
After receiving 2 punches, the Italian withdrew from the event. Soon, social media was awash with accounts criticizing the organization for allowing a man to fight a woman. However, this wasn't true. Khalif is a cis woman, yet many people, including Paul, fueled the fire. He called the fight a travesty before offering Carini a spot at an event run by his group, Most Valuable Promotions. Even his brother, Logan Paul, admitted spreading misinformation about Khalif, who went on to win Olympic gold and issue a lawsuit against those who claimed she was a man.
And it has the happiest of endings for Iman Khalif of Algeria. A dominant victory in the final.
Content house Cringe claim. It doesn't get much cringier than an influencer or celebrity claiming they started a trend that they didn't.
You said this on Twitter. It's created a little drama, a little stir.
In 2020, Paul declared he was a 2-time trendsetter on social media. In a single post, he claimed he created the first content house and also implied other influencers were taking up boxing because of him. Yikes. Firstly, while Paul did create the Team 10 house in 2017, he wasn't the first to do so. In 2012, Connor Franta set up Our Second Life.
Hello. What's up, guys? Hey.
Hi. That same year, Faye's House, Team Crafted, and The Creature's House were also created. As for boxing, Theo Malfoy Baker and Joe Weller fought in 2017. Meanwhile, celebrity matches have been going on since at least 1979, with Muhammad Ali versus Lyle Alzado.
It was an exhibition. We're not gonna hurt each other. We're gonna make some money, put on a really good show.
The Tana Mojo marriage. In 2019, social media was aflame with news that Paul and Tana Mojo were dating. Not long after, with MTV No Filter Tana Mojo filming the event, they married in Las Vegas, Nevada.
And I will be forever true.
However, they left the venue separately, and Paul went on the honeymoon alone. On top of that, there was no marriage license, so it wasn't official. Suspicious? Mojo admitted on her show that it was all a publicity stunt.
If there were no cameras, would there have been a wedding? No.
The duo broke up in 2020. This isn't the only time he's done this to create content. In 2017, Paul admitted that Jerica, his relationship with Erica Costell, was all for the cameras.
I don't know what to call it. We kind of just go with the flow.
At this rate, we're starting to doubt if Logan and Jake are even brothers. Rapping slurs. During the fallout from the controversial Logan Paul video where he filmed a body in a Japanese forest, his brother added more gas to the Paul fire with his own scandal.
God damn, I'm number one on the rank suit, I'm the man.
Originally recorded in 2015 at Coachella and released by TMZ in 2018, Paul is seen and heard freestyle rapping over Throw Some Mo by Ray Shremmerd, featuring Nicki Minaj and Young Thug. However, he decided to add lyrics with racial slurs. This led to social media accounts using hashtag JakePaulIsOverParty to encourage others to not give him any support. According to TMZ, a source close to Paul claimed he'd matured since the video was taken.
You already know I'm in my SUV. Call that bitch a big truck, I whip it.
Feud with FaZe Banks. In 2017, Paul released a video accusing FaZe Banks, who was dating his ex Alyssa Violet, of assaulting his assistant Meg at a club.
We're trying to figure out the situation. Nick DM'd the person, and the police are involved. There's proof. Thankfully, there's cameras at this club, and we are going to stop this and have justice.
Meg claimed that she saw Banks kissing another woman and that Banks clotheslined Meg. However, Banks responded with his own video, showing messages from Team 10 member Nick Crompton, where Nick seemed to acknowledge that it had been an accident. Banks admitted that he'd been drunk, but expressed doubt that any of the events had ever happened.
I'm beginning to believe that this isn't true. We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
Moreover, Violet accused Paul of having been abusive. This caused Paul to lose 60,000 subscribers, while Banks gained 200,000. Paul doubled down, but then backtracked in a follow-up video, where he said that he and Banks would sort it out off camera.
So I reached out to Banks directly over text message. We're communicating now, and we are going to meet up, figure out how to solve this situation.
Edfluence. In 2018, Paul launched his online course, Edfluence. It was created to help young people achieve their dream of becoming successful influencers, all for the low cost of $7. However, this fee only gave some basic tips, not the entire program. Instead, people needed to cough up a further $57. This led to accusations he was scamming fans and young people out of their hard-earned cash.
So the answer is you want to post as much as possible.
2 years later, in 2020, the Edfluence website was shut down. However, Paul wasn't done with trying to squeeze money from fans. In 2020, he announced the Financial Freedom Movement, a $19.99 per month subscription service aiming to teach people how to be influencers. Bizaardvark firing. After transitioning from Vine to creating his YouTube presence, Paul got a big boost when he was cast in the Disney TV show Bizaardvark.
Sorry, Kirk, but thanks to Paige, I'm not doing dangerous dares anymore. Only safe ones.
However, away from the House of Mouse, he was causing havoc for his neighbors in Los Angeles, California, thanks to his 10-team antics. On top of large crowds forming in the street, Paul was causing a lot of noise complaints due to his stunts and parties.
It's a bad situation. No, I feel bad for them, for sure. There's nothing we could do, though. The Jake Paulers are the strongest army out there, Dap.
When a news crew arrived, Paul and his group caused more mayhem with them. As a result of this bad PR, Disney fired Paul from Bizaardvark. In 2018, after he moved from the house, Paul's former landlords issued a $2.5 million lawsuit against him for damages to the property.
This is the last flipping day at the old Team 10 house. I'm gonna miss you, buddy.
Ignoring COVID-19 rules. When COVID-19 was running rampant in 2020, governments around the world issued social distancing rules and guidelines to slow the spread.
Controversial YouTube star Jake Paul under fire this morning for recklessly defying the rules in the city of Calabasas.
Nonetheless, Paul threw a massive party at his residence in Calabasas, California, with neither distancing nor masks. This led to a backlash from the media and social media. On top of that, Calabasas Mayor Alicia Weintraub heavily criticized the influencer and was considering legal action.
We're looking at all available options that we have from the city side, and we're also working with the Lost Hills Sheriff Station to ensure that nothing like this ever happens again in our community.
Paul drew further ire from everyone during a belligerent interview with the Daily Beast. He claimed COVID-19 was a hoax and uttered misinformation, such as 98% of news about the disease being fake, and claimed flu was a bigger threat.
And I think the disease is a hoax. In a subsequent interview with The Verge, a reporter asked Paul if he stands by his hoax claim. Paul seemed to retract his statement.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Riot Recording. 2020 was a super bad year for Paul's reputation. As he was at a restaurant in Scottsdale, Arizona, a protest about the murder of George Floyd erupted into a riot, and looting took place. Paul and his friends followed the looting, walking inside the Scottsdale Fashion Square to watch and record events.
One of his camera operators shared video on Instagram showing Paul inside a mall as others looted stores during the chaos that followed protests against police brutality.
His presence led to accusations he was taking part, which he denied, instead stating he was documenting it for a video. After receiving misdemeanor charges from the police for being there, the FBI then raided his Calabasas home. The misdemeanor charges were dropped in favor of a federal investigation.
The Scottsdale Police Department dropped the charges today so that a federal criminal investigation can be completed.
However, in 2021, the investigation was dismissed. If The Amazing Race had a celebrity sibling edition with all taking part, which famous pairing do you think would win? Jake and Logan Paul, Dakota and Elle Fanning, Chris and Liam Hemsworth, or another sibling group? Let us know below.
All right, strap me up.
It's been nice. It's all over after this.
Okay.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.